this is the script which is going to add me into cluster. First, okay, enter. See again, the first attempt is always to add the daemon to init tab. Okay. Now at this time it will get error saying that already the daemon is on exclusive mode, restarting to join the cluster. While the installation, please can you look at this quickly on the screen? This is the new OLR file created whenever you run that root.sh, and it is done. whether my node is done. Again, there is a cluster utility. Okay, so I can check it from anywhere. Okay, this is on 244, so I will check it from here. Okay, I will say first I have done pre node. I will do now post node. Post node. Okay. CRS is your stat resource minus D. See, now if I look at it, is everybody on the screen? Can you give me green signal if you are looking at the screen? Okay, different node. Yes, previously it was running on one double. Okay, so that's one that change we have to do. So I'll go to this node. Okay, I'll say su grade dot aura env. Okay, here since it is 3 node, it will be ASM3. Okay, ASM CMD mount FRA. Oh shit, it took it. Mount FRA and ACFS. Let's check it now on the status what is reflecting. Minus status resource. I can also give the name of the resource if I want. Aura dot ACFS dot DG. In that case, it will display me only them. It's online. Same way I can check for my FRA. Okay, it's online. Okay, next time onwards, automatically it will come online. Okay, so okay, let me check the comment. Okay, Okay. What is this status? Doing that. Okay. We can install patch with Oracle installer as well as OI patch utility. Okay. So now what is the new with R12, R2, R12? Oh, sorry, R11G, R2. What is the new? It supports only out of pass upgrade. So that means an in-place upgrade is installed in the existing clusterware home. It replaces the older software. Okay. And in out of place upgrade means it supports both version. You can on a single node you can have both version of CRAs run been installed in the same time, but only one can be running or one can be active. Previously this was not supported. Most of the environment in which you have heard about 99 to 10G and all that, it used to override the existing CRS with the new version. In this case you have both in-place upgrade as well as out-place upgrade is possible. What are the benefits of out-place upgrade? While your existing one is running, you in the downtime you can check by not disturbing the old one. Make sure that the new one is perfect in condition, and then directly enable the old one while you can disinstall, remove the them. Install Oracle cluster in the separate Oracle home before the upgrade reduces the downtime of the cluster, because there's no downtime you can simultaneously do. Active Oracle version and the green are stored in OCR, so OCR knows which is the active one. This is a cluster by active version that reflect the version, communication protocol, shared disks and all what have been used. Previously this was not possible. If you look at that when you click the upgrade, it will, whenever you press the upgrade grid infrastructure, it will automatically scan your system and check what are the version, and it will ask you what type of upgrade you want to perform. Okay, so based on you select you will be checked. Either you can select the same Oracle home or you can select new Oracle home and install on a new infrastructure. Okay, so that's only change in the upgrade. Once you select new one, it automatically writes into the what we have currently done. If you check the existing with, it will overwrite all that exit. Okay, now come back to the second one, which is the important one, is patching. There are different types of CRS patch. Yes, sir. Not able to hear you. Okay, is now fine. Okay, do you want me to repeat the last slides, please, Wilford?
Yeah, I think the one before slide, maybe 2 minutes we might be just.
Okay, I'll go back, no problem.
Yeah, this slide.
This slides?
Yeah, this slide.
Okay, so this is the option when you have installed, click the installer. Now you have an option of choosing your own Oracle home. Okay, the software location, either you can overwrite the existing one or you can install on new. Previously when you have clicked the upgrade option or something with installer, it will not give you option out of place upgrade. Only version which support currently is the latest version 11G R2. Otherwise previously only one software of CRS will be allowed in Oracle inventory. Okay, That's a major change from the upgrade point of view. Okay. Any questions? The major benefit in that is you can brought down the downtime, as well as you can test the system without disturbing the old one. But somebody asked me what happens. It's only a facility given to you while the production, but only one can be active. So whenever you are doing testing on the new one, the old one is not available. Okay. So that's another thing which you need to do. Okay. Now let's look at the type of patches. As other products, CRS also has same follow. They have a patch sets which moves you from a confirm version like 10.02.42, 10.10c and 2.1. That's a patch set we call. Again it's not good.
I think you're breaking. I don't know.
Is this fine or again it is gone?
Now it's fine.
Let me check. No, it's fine. Okay.
Now it's fine.
Okay. I don't know. I think the bandwidth is fluctuating. Okay. Type of patch set, CRS patch set is nothing but the same what we see in the database patch set. And then you have CRS bundle patch that can be installed using OPatch utility. The naming convention are like bundle patch 1, 2, and normally the patch set a bundle of patch which are tested and applied, and it is on a particular patch set. The bundle patch set never change your patch set level. It remains the same patch set level. Okay, that's a major difference between the patch set and the bundle patch one. When one-off patches, that are the patches which are released by Oracle whenever you have a priority one problem or a particular type of bug which is still not available in any patch, they will release one-off type of patches, and normally these patches are released for bug fix or certain type of scenario. Okay, then you also keep on getting patch set update where it's a cumulative patch containing the recommended bugs, but and it is always quarterly. Now Oracle is publishing the PSU patch set schedule one much in ahead, so you should plan for that. But one more suggestion from my practical information is that it's good to apply PSU patch sets, but I've seen that if you have not done enough testing on PSU set, you are taking risk with your production support environment. So it has to be thoroughly tested on your pre-prod test and other environment before applying to production. Okay. Anything? Okay. Now let's come to the next topic, which is important also. Patch properties. Which are the options? Which are the tools available to apply the patch, and what method you can use it? One thing is all the upgrades and patching you can apply as a roll-off patching. You can as a rolling patch, means you can bring down one node, apply that, bring up that node, bring down other node, and all that. Yes, that way it will bring down the downtime and possible. Some of the patches are not supported for rolling patchwork. Oracle will very clearly write that instruction in the patch readme file, and you need to make sure that they are not applied as a rolling patch. Okay, and some of the such patches which cannot be applied as a rolling patch will have a very clear instruction to bring down the CRS or something. So please follow that, because once it says that it cannot apply a rolling patch, that means that the patch is going to directly interact with the CRS heart. That's why it is not supporting rolling patch. to the table, patch set, what is the tool you get, OUI, installer, method is out of place also. Yes, rolling upgrade is possible. Patch bundle, either you can use OPatch or Enterprise Manager. Nowadays, Enterprise Manager has feature to apply the patching and all that. Can also apply on schedule patches and apply online. The method is in place because it's going to replace the existing code. You cannot have out of place for that. One up patch, again it's in place. Rolling upgrade, you need to check with the readme file. Many times they don't allow you. Okay. Yes, welfare.
Sorry, so between you dropped again. That's sorry.
Is that happening for everybody? Then in that case I can try to see. Can others confirm me whether I'm okay? Okay. Through Enterprise Manager, the tool we can use to apply patches is the software library location. Okay, this option is available under administration subquery location. You can add directly and use for storing your binary data, and you can also specify where my patches has to be downloaded. And if you provide the SI number and all that, it can automatically download from the Oracle Metalink site. It has the interface to that. Okay, and if you use the process which does the download and management is called download procedure manager. On the section you have deployment and provision library link that will help you in planning for that. Okay, so this is also automated. If you want to apply download patching, this is what I was talking about. You have to give the details about the Metalink username, password and links, and it also tells you how much cat size you can hold it. Okay, and if you have a patch validation for critical advisory, it recommends you. So all these options are available, and if you're directly connected to internet, you don't need to. If you are using proxy setting, then you have to specify the proxy setting, and then offline patching setting also if you can use. Okay, yes, there are 4 options for you. Anyone of you are using this option? Anyone of you ever used? No? Okay. What is your experience, Jason? Can you share? Is work fine? Jason?
Yeah. Hello. Sorry, I was not referring to the screen you have up there, but that's the previous one.
The previous one also. Have you used the Enterprise Manager to download patches and all that?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Okay. But then how do you apply? You apply manually or use the provisioning manager domain?
Well, yeah. To be honest, I've only used this a few times. We don't use it in our production environment here, so it's been more or less just playing around in development.
Okay. Then you can also try to use provisional daemon. Okay. It tells you, the provisional allows you to view, edit, run and deployment process. They are the process which have been accessed across the Oracle. It types about the repository user, how many interval, uptime and all that. So this is the provisional mode daemon. You can run it and then you can schedule the provisional daemon. Once you schedule the daemon, you can specify the recommended patches. You can select the Oracle database family, what version, real application server. You can also specify what is the period you want to look and all that. Okay, so normally you can also look at the recommended patch sets and other thing. So it gives you option. You can also go for the release version based on your installation and all that, and apply the patch sets. This result, once you have done this, you have the result, you get the same search. You can click on the search and can schedule a patch. Okay, you can say it will update, create an Oracle update content. You can say test patch, product family, what version, where to comment. Once you have created this, you can say I want the deployment for running this patch on the particular time and a particular time. You can specify this patch and detail that. Okay. What helped? Patching Oracle cursor can be completed without taking. So this is where how you can totally automate the deployment process. Okay, it will automatically downloads and you can save that and then design your when to deploy the patch at what time. If you have a scheduled downtime, you can specify and the patch will do or hold status for you. Okay, now come down to patching. It's always challenge for that to bring down the CRS, because when we talk about CRS or clusterware, the justification that by going to a rack or a cluster, there will be no downtime for you in the system. But looking at the patching activities, we are conflicting with that. So using rolling upgrade, we can reduce the downtime. Okay, so OS, but there are some patches which cannot be applied, but most of the patches nowadays can be applied on rolling. OPatch can apply patch in multi-node, multi-path fashion. Means either it can apply on all node or it can apply on a single node. OPatch detects whether database schema is at earlier version than the new patch and then run the SQL command and brings it to new patch level. Okay, OUI install patch set as a out of place upgrade, reducing the downtime. Means you'll apply and create a new Oracle home and you'll apply all install all the executable in that new home, and then one fine second you will just move the Oracle home to the new Oracle grid home and start up the CRS. How does we run or rolling patch? Rolling patch cannot be used for the nodes where there is a common shared home. It is only applicable when you have a separate local storage for the grid home. Okay, require distinct server on each home. Allow different version of coexist temporarily. May not be available for all the patches. Depending on the patches, it will allow you that. But if you are using